video saying that, and this is where I have a problem, and this is where I'm going to start ranting. Jumping on the hysterical bandwagon, okay? Um, he was contacted by one of his contacts, who said there is a meeting on March 7th. Don't say anything out loud because we don't want Kennedy to find out. Then he makes the leap, the logical leap, after talking to someone who supposedly has inside sources, that because Bob Chapek sang her praises very stoic, very robotically, I might add, it wasn't natural, and he sounded pissed being asked that question, and not, you pissant, how dare you. He didn't want to answer that question. Okay, let's look at it that way. He sang her praises, so therefore, according to everybody, she's staying. These are the people who are saying, they've talked to her. Yeah, there was a meeting with the financial guys, and a couple months ago. And now what? All right, everybody, let's grab a logic moment. I'm not scared either. I wish they would stop it. I don't know how you get from, there's a meeting on the 7th, don't say anything in public because we don't want KK to know, to, there's a meeting on the 7th, we don't want KK to know, oh, she's staying. Why wouldn't she know that already? And the 7th was Sunday. Is it honestly not strange to people that March 7th, which is a Sunday, would be a day that the board is meeting to discuss what? I might ask. The questions no one asks. Is it a board meeting? Yes. It's meeting on Sunday. Yes. Hey, Senator Dave. Oh, okay. Wow, that's kind of bizarre. Usually people like that are home or out with their families. It's Sunday. It's not naturally a day for the suits to go in and sit down and have a meeting unless there's shit going down. Okay? Don't ask that question though. Don't go, that's kind of funny, it being a Sunday, and then just assume because Chapek said what he said, because, I'll say it again, legally and professionally, he had to. You're not going to get, you know what? I said this before yesterday. He's not going to tell you what you want to hear. Okay? He's not there to validate you. All right? He's there to protect Disney and her stocks. Okay? Those people sitting there on their phones from Mortimer Buckley to, yeah, he did. And it's like, you're right, Maze. Mortimer Buckley to, some dude with 10,000, shares that Grandpa left him. All right? If those people get wind of the shitstorm going down at Lucasfilm right now, you can bet there'd be questions. You can bet there'd be like, fix this or we're pulling out. Okay? He has to protect the financial integrity of Disney. He has to protect the investors, which means sometimes not telling them the truth. And he also has to protect the employees. They've already laid off 100,000 employees. Okay? Think about that. Disney's up shit creek without a paddle. Do you think, any of you guys think, that they can feasibly handle a shitstorm with Kennedy? And she tries something. She would try something. No, they can't. They can't. What bothers me so much about the rumors and everything is there's no consistency. One week, we get this, and this. The next week we get shit like this. Which is it? Can we decide? How about we make a distinction? All right. How about we go, this looks like a cornered woman fighting back before she gets launched. Okay? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right, Karate Stick. I'm just, I literally am speechless. Well, she's not going to leave voluntarily unless they pay her $100 million. Well, Mazarius, here's the deal. I really want someone to convince me with fact, and I mean direct evidence, that she is, without a doubt, the most powerful woman in Hollywood. And people get shit all the time from the guys that say that. Oh, you just don't know. You don't believe us. I don't believe you. There's no evidence to back it up. I mean, what has she done to prove that? The High Republic? Soylo, a soy war story? Firing Gina Carano? I don't buy it anymore. It is crazy. You're right. Here's another question. If she's so wanted by Hollywood, why aren't they trying to get her to work for them? I'll let you all break up into groups and come up with an answer. Which I don't think they'll renew it. I mean, it's I think the only person with any logic and because if you're in the financial game, you have to be unemotional. Because if you want to be on a roller coaster, get your foot into the game. Yeah, she really, really is. I mean, if you really want to be in an emotional roller coaster, get into the financial game and get into the stock market. Okay? These guys are deadly serious. They're no shit pirates, a lot of them. Okay? I've said this before, I'll say it again. Lawrence Fink has $1 billion. He wants another $1 billion. That's what you do when you're a billionaire. You're like, oh, I want another $1 billion. And that's natural. I'm not going to say greed is good, but that's a natural human instinct to gather more money. Guess what? Mortimer Buckley's down the road here. I could knock on his door if I wanted and ask him, what in the hell are you doing about Disney and Lucasfilm? Maybe I should. I don't know. But I am so sick of people bitching about things they don't understand, deciding something's going on when they have absolutely no clue. No clue at all. Reeing all over the place. She's not leaving. Okay, again, I hope Doomcock sees this. In fact, somebody slip him the link to this. That meeting on the 7th, if it happened, it was a Sunday. Is it natural for people, the suits, to meet every Sunday? What do? Do a prayer circle after church? And is it Bible study? They're giving up time with their families, time to relax, go out to brunch, go out on the boat, whatever boards of directors do, whatever CEOs do, maybe go ride their horses or play golf, 18 holes of golf. Yeah, it does. Investing's a hard and very serious job. What could they be doing on a Sunday afternoon doing a meeting? I don't, Sakori, I'm literally I'm so fucking sick of the crying and the whining and the ranting. Make sure Tom Connors and Andre see this too. I can't do this anymore. I can't, stop feeding off each other's energy and look at what's going on. And the fact that we only have little pieces. We have no idea what's going on. Sure, They canceled 2 books. Yeah, and it's right. She only won if it's your goddamn perception. Only. And it's time to fucking quit it. Okay? You know, on one hand, you can say she won. On the other hand, you're like, boycott Disney. What do you want? We do not have the full truth. We don't know what's going on. And guess what? Until someone breaks their NDA and spews the beans all over, you know, so now we've got, I mean, and this is what I love. Apparently KK slipped Kenobi into filming in the Mandalorian studio. So they can't do season 3. The Mandalorian studio's way the hell out, and it's like a place, it's almost like a dorm. They don't, from what I read, so I don't understand any of that. I need more information. Again, we don't have all the truth. And the people telling the stories don't have all the truth. Okay? The people we should be concerned about right now are Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. And the shitstorm they're getting. And the fact that there are rumors out there, hearsay evidence, that they're scared for no reason. This woman has no clothes. The Empress has no clothes. For the love of God, quit giving her power she doesn't fucking have. I want proof. All right. Okay, Maze. I want fucking proof that she is this Lord Empress Almighty in Hollywood. That she can, I mean, you know, and then, you know, demoting Steven Spielberg. It's like, really? I'm sorry, that doesn't work that way. She's lost his respect. She's lost his support. She's basically fucked him and George Lucas over. And how does it actually affect her relationship with Frank? There is. I mean, and people have to calm down. I am livid right now. People who know better. She doesn't have a leg to stand on. I mean, she's the most powerful woman in Hollywood. By whose standards? You know, we got Oprah Winfrey, who can basically dropkick anybody in Hollywood. And Oprah, despite my distaste and loathing of her, has made some pretty goddamn good decisions in her life. On her own. Kathleen Kennedy has done none of that. Maybe the only thing that makes Kennedy somewhat powerful is the fact that dear sweet Kathy might have collateral on somebody. Yeah, of course, you know, and we've got Kennedy riding everybody else's, you know, coattails. You know, I've talked about her being a phony. All right, we know it's an open secret. I mean, I just talked to Andre, who said it's an open secret in Hollywood that she failed. Okay, but let's make the logical leap, and say that she's still the most powerful woman in Hollywood. You don't think they talk? You don't think Spielberg talks to other people? You don't think there's tension between her and Frank? I don't. They said, and they said that they couldn't find anybody to take the job. Then. Okay. And that story is back out there. Well, they can't find anybody to take the job. How do you know? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's either Hollywood has turned into this, we don't care about the money we're not making, which is bullshit. If you're running a company, you want to see the dollar bills stack up in the vault, you know, and if they're not, there's something wrong. you know, everything she's touched has turned to shit. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't, and here's the deal, another thing. Everybody, and I'm going to call out some channels, Geeks and Gamers, Anna, whom I respect, and everybody else are saying, well, she's staying. And it's like, that wasn't an official announcement. That was at the investors meeting. Well, she is. Well, and the sky's purple. I mean, I think Maze is right there too. You gotta look at it, and they don't. It's like everybody's feeding off this bad energy over. It is disturbingly personal. She's crazy. I mean, was it Pocket, or I can't remember who said this, but she's very, very closely to having a borderline personality disorder. And I really honestly think she does in lots of ways. She's not, and I'll tell you something. It's really weird how Bob Iger, and the rumor that he was leaving, I guess, has been out for a while. And I haven't been paying attention to that. But she suddenly just swooped in. And it was when Mohsen Gupta showed up. Well, I love all these people. I really, really do. It's the fact that we really need to step back and see what's really going on. We really need to kind of go, okay, this is what we know. And okay, let's say like the meeting happened on March 7th, on a Sunday, when they'd all be playing golf or riding horses, or, if they're in Florida, or hell, in California, going to Newport Beach and jumping in the yacht and going up and down the coast, drinking cocktails and, watching the world go by. That's what people do when they have that much money. Or, playing pinochle at the club. Wait, Doomcock is actually George Lee. No, he isn't. His voice isn't anything like George. Just a second, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Yeah, you settle down there. Settle down, Mr. Clark. All right, I'm back. Deet, deet, deet. Gotta plug this baby in. Well, I tell ya, Doomcock he's been right a lot, unlike Mike Zero, who's never been right. Hell, Doomcock could be Craig. No, he's not Craig. I just am flabbergasted right now at this shit. I can't, God, the sky is falling. Fucking quit it. Stop. Just stop. Think about this before you. Here's my problem with what Doomcock wrote. All right. Posted. He gets this message. There was a meeting on the 7th. But don't talk about it publicly because Kennedy can't know. They could, that could be too. And why would he, why wouldn't he ask, why can't I talk about this? Why shouldn't Kennedy know? And that's the question he should have asked. What's going on at that meeting that Kennedy doesn't need to hear? Was it a board meeting to vote her out? Thanks, Maze. I mean, I gotta say, her not being allowed to hear it or know what was happening says the complete opposite of what he thinks. Now, granted, he probably wants traffic for his channel. Okay, fine. But back in the day when people were reporters, they actually tried to get to the bottom of things, and they actually tried to be really careful with what they posted, with what they reported, and they really tried to think it through. So the logic of she can't know this meeting's happening on a Sunday because it's so natural for the suits, the high and the mighty ones, to show up on a Sunday in Burbank or Orlando, or show up on a Zoom meeting, or God, they had a Zoom meeting. Oh my God, we could have actually hacked into it and watched what happened. I had to do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Anyway, for what? Comparing recipes for chicken dumplings? And why can't she know? I mean, I'd be like, what is this meeting about? Well, I can't tell you, but she can't know their meeting. Because she wasn't at this meeting. Okay? She wasn't at this meeting. And yet Doomcock surmises, because Chapek said what he had to say at the investors' call, unhappily, I might add, because he did not want to talk about it, that Kathy's staying. That was such an out and out canned response to a question he didn't expect. Okay? I'm literally in shock about the way people are behaving. It's not like, what? And it's, I just got a message from Andre. If he watches, make sure Andre sees this. If someone wants to send him a link. It is not that Disney's behaving madly. It's because the fans are behaving madly. You can't tell me that you can get their meeting on Sunday. Kathy can't know, which says Kathy's not going to that meeting. She doesn't know their meeting. We don't want her to know. I know. There's, nothing has changed except for maybe Iger stepping back and getting ready to leave in December. And Kennedy, flying around behind his back, all right? Thinking, oh, now he's gone. Now I can do whatever I want. And Chapek going, what the fuck do I do now? Well, you get the board together and you vote. And you vote her out. Okay? All right? And if you have an investors meeting on Tuesday after that Sunday, then you go, oh, okay, this person just asked about firing Kathy. I can't tell them the truth. I don't want to tank our stocks. You're right, Dakari. You're right. I don't want to tank our stocks. So I'm going to have to say this and lie to the world. But I'm the CEO. I'm trying to protect my company. I'm trying to protect the shares. Trying to protect these investors. So I'm going to lie my ass off. And that's exactly what he did. Because that's what they do. I don't think she'll be there till then. I think they've already decided. I really, really do. If you can extrapolate if you're Doomcock, I really wish I had to talk to this person instead of him. If you're Doomcock and you can safely say, if you can extrapolate, there's a secret meeting, which basically she wasn't at, so it's a secret to her, that went on. She's not allowed to listen. She's not allowed to know what's going on. And it's on a Sunday, which bells start ringing. And bells start ringing. She can't know about this. Don't say anything about it publicly. If you can extrapolate, secret meeting, she's staying. She can't know about it. And extrapolate from that to she's staying. I can't help you. I can't help you. And I think the reason why I don't know. I just, second. I don't know, Brian. I think she's already set it on fire, or trying to, but it's the thing. The thing about it is this. It can only go so far. I mean, the big investors have to know. I mean, Buckley and Fink and O'Hanley have to know. Well, and that's the thing, is you have to, if you go in there and have to deal with these people, be ready to fire them. Hal Hickel, fire him. Henry Gilroy, fire him. Contact Freddie Prinze Jr.'s agent and tell him we're not having him back. So she couldn't know? John, I want you to walk back and reread what you just said. The meeting could have been feeding Chapek the answers to get ready for Tuesday, but Kathy can't know. Just hold on to that, because that doesn't make any sense at all. I know everyone's reaching for straws because everyone's upset. I'm upset, and I'm upset at everyone else. It means, well, Geode is a Rocky prominence, so they basically named him Rock. Okay, he's named Rock. This is Geode Rock. Okay. It is literally mind-boggling to me that this is going on. It really, really is. I can't, people I respect and love and admire are freaking out over what a CEO said at the investors meeting. I mean, and look, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you a story. And if you've ever seen the movie Conspiracy, it's about the Wannsee Conference. And the Wannsee Conference was where top Yahtzees met. Wannsee, which is a lake in Berlin, little beautiful houses built all around it. I've been there. To discuss the final solution. And the show was really great. Stanley Tucci was brilliant. Kenneth Branagh was brilliant. And at the end of it, Kenneth Branagh tells a story about this guy he knew. And that the guy hated his father, just absolutely hated his father, worshipped his mother, hated his father's guts. Father died. Couldn't stop crying. Just cried and cried and cried and cried. Mother died, and there were no tears. He didn't cry for his mother. Moral of the story is this. When you lose something you hate, and that's all you're living for, what's left? Okay? That's the thing, is I really think a lot of people almost need someone like Kennedy to fixate on. I'm fixated on her because of what she did to George, what she did to Star Wars, and what her flying monkeys are doing to the fans, to the fan base. But I'm not fixated on her the way everybody else is, because I know I'll be happier when she's finally gone. Okay? Not before or after. I will be happy when she's gone. I don't think a lot of people in the Phantom Menace will be happy when she's gone. Okay? And the reason simply is this: what do they have to look forward to every day? What do they have to make videos of, if not raging at Kathy Kennedy? Yeah, I do too. But see, here's the deal. I think a lot of people, I mean, there's plenty of woke shit out there to bitch about. Not just her, but, and I'll tell you something else. The moment she's gone, the woke shit will end. Okay? Because Hollywood, it's unsustainable. Yeah, and you're right. But she gets special treatment because of the way she's allowed the fans to be treated. Okay, that's a thing. Okay, I'm just like, we can't keep doing this. Hey Meredith, I mean, I'm literally like, we literally can't keep doing this. And the reason is this: there will come a time when she's gone. You know, it's eventually going to catch up to her. I mean, if she was conniving and screwing with the Mandalorian and all the rest of that shit, it'll come back to her. I mean, the fact that they had the board meet, which means Chapek and Iger, and I think there's a lady named McCarthy there, and of course, we've got Alan Braverman, and I think she'll be gone before Elle. I really, really do. And destroying the Mandalorian. Well, what's to destroy? She goes and you pick it up where you left it off. I mean, okay, what, Maze? I mean, I'm like, we gotta quit. Oh, well, somebody on my the Indiana Jones page I belong to, was attacking George Lucas, and I let him have it. I let him have it. You wouldn't be here enjoying Indiana Jones if it wasn't for that guy walking on a beach in 1977 or 77, when they were waiting for the Star Wars Returns to come in. Him and Spielberg discussing an archaeologist adventurer. Okay, so anybody bitching about George Lucas can remember that. Well, there are people who are fixated on hating Crystal Skull, and then of course they're the prequel haters. And if you really want to piss them off, oh yeah, he was Al. I know, Bobby. If you really want to piss the prequel haters off, blame them for all this. Don't blame Marion County and not letting George expand the operation. Blame them for all this. Okay? If you guys had been more decent and been better to George, this wouldn't be happening. Oh, the bitching and the moaning. Oh, the crying, whining, and gnashing of teeth. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, it's fuck you. I mean, I get so sick of it. And they're some of the biggest anti-sequel fans. Brian, I really don't think that's true. I really think they like to be making money on that. That's your emotions talking. Okay? People gotta, I'm gonna tell you, let go of your feelings. Don't wrap yourselves up in them. Let go of your feelings. You know, maybe watch a couple of episodes of Kung Fu. Oh, I do too, Brucey. Maybe you're right, Kate. Maybe you're right. Well, if it's true, and Iger actually said it, that he threatened Lucas with a $500 million lawsuit, you know, well, you know, as far as if I was JPEG, I'd be like, and I said this before in my live earlier, do we sacrifice Disney's good fortune, profits, employees, and investors to save Bob Iger's ass? Or do we fire Kathleen Kennedy and fix what's broken? I mean, it's elementary to me. It really, really is. See, Chapek is an engineer, so he probably is very socially awkward. He's not a natural CEO. If you think about the CEOs we know about, Elon Musk is a superstar. Jeff Bezos is a dickhead, but he can play the game. Lee Iacocca, you know, all these guys, Mike Lindell, all these guys, and Chapek, obviously, by just listening to what he was saying, is not a natural CEO. He's not natural. He's not quick on his feet, like Iger was. But Iger was also a weatherman. Okay. He was very he had to be spontaneous at times because shit is going down. Yeah, and Chapek is an accountant. All right, which, God, that's an awful lot of money to lose. You know, it's really, really remarkable that, you know, he can't, it seems like he's not figuring it out, but for all we know, he is. For all we know, they're just adding more fuel to the fire. For all we know, on the 7th, the board decided to fire her, or to not renew her contract and ask her for her resignation early. Okay? We don't know what they said. And we can't assume, because what Chapek said, that she's staying forever and ever, you know? What he said, again, and what he does are two different things. Okay? We don't know if that meeting took place. Obviously, if they didn't want Kennedy to find out, it was about her, and it was on a Sunday. We got the Star Wars channel on YouTube not uploading and haven't uploaded any new videos in a week. They didn't upload Leox wears a G-string, Vessel and Rock. They tried to do it on Instagram and it crashed and burned. I think, you know, Kate, I think that's actually a good way to look at it. But you got to remember, emotions talk, bullshit walks. You know what I'm saying? Or emotions talk, logic walks. Okay? And logically, if you're any aware of what's going on here, we do. And he doesn't want to validate what we're saying. And he knows what we're saying. I mean, I know he knows what we're saying. You know, and you're right, Takari, no one knows. I mean, it's hard for me to fathom the logic and the reasoning behind Sunday meeting. That's an emergency meeting. Okay. CEO, chairman of the board, which is Iger, and the board of directors, Alan Braverman, and others. Maybe Kevin Feige was there. We don't know. Don't put this out in public because Kathy can't know. Again, I would have asked, what's this meeting about? I can't tell you, but Kathy can't know. Holy shit, are they voting to get rid of her? I don't know, but she can't know. See, that's probably how that conversation would have gone. But it's a hell of a lot more than there was a meeting on Sunday, and on Tuesday, in front of the whole world, in the public, Bob Chapek said, we love her. We want her to go on and on and on and on. In public. He's protecting the brand. Why can't people figure that out? I mean, I don't understand. I really, really don't understand. This is not that difficult. This is elementary business. I've never been in business in my life, but I'm smart enough to see the maneuvering. Who are the dancing pallbearers? Lico. Yeah, who are they? That's weird. Kind of creepy too. By the way, I've got the HBO John Gotti movie on behind me. All right, I don't. The meme is a joke. Okay, all right. Don't do that to me. I was actually taking you seriously for a minute. I think we're going to hear a lot more. Yeah, a Sunday meeting is a serious emergency. In fact, no, I just want her to go away. I want her to go to her beach house in Malibu, open up a bottle of $50 wine, and drink the entire thing and leave us the fuck alone. That's exactly what it is. It's the Green Bay Packers looking at Mike McCarthy and saying, he's a great coach, we love him, he's not going anywhere. 2 weeks later, and then you hear the rumors. They're looking to fire McCarthy. At the end of the season, McCarthy goes. That's what it is. That's exactly what that is. Why can't people see that? I don't understand. I really, I really think that people buy into the mystique. And I think part of whatever power she has is being able to shine people on with it, gaslight people with it. And it's like, you ain't working with me. Scram, bony ass. And the reason is this, you've got to be able to look at people for who they are, what they are, and everything. And they're not doing that. It's like, oh my God, you guys. I don't understand a lot of things. I really, really, really don't. I don't understand a lot of stuff happening right now, and with any of this, the illogic of keeping her on, freaking out that Chapek said what he had to say, and thinking it's an announcement when it's not. It doesn't make any sense to me. Hard work, they would probably end up getting fired too. That's why I'm getting bombarded with oh, I do too. I've been getting bombarded with trolls. I've seen other people getting bombarded with trolls. Oh, we have. Yeah, the story group would be gone. I mean, you can't sell an asexual gay guy of a ship called Vessel, which looks like a freaking horrible design, in Iraq. I know they took Cameron off Twitter. They're scared to death of him. Because I think he had it figured out. Yeah, they do troll harder when they're scared. And again, this is all coming from inside Lucasfilm, just like Gina said. I don't have any doubts in my mind about it. They're scared to death because it's coming. It's happening. Okay, it's gonna happen. Yeah, and they've been restructuring. We've got Mohsen Gupta, we've got Michelle Rejwan, which doesn't necessarily mean. I love it when people think, well, she was hired by Kathy. Was she? Or was she an Iger acolyte? I mean, she hasn't said a word to anybody. You know, both her and Sengupta are very quiet. Interesting. Very interesting. As long as it's out there and they keep trying to push it, they still will. They can't post them anywhere else. I mean, they can't post them on Facebook. They can't post them on YouTube. They can't post them on Instagram. They can't post them on Twitter. I mean, they're fucked. I mean, the social media for that stupidity is done. Yeah, and it's like they can't. I mean, you know, I just laugh. It's so funny. I mean, this is. I mean, they probably have someone deleting comments. You know, trying to make things look like trolling, and it's like, you don't think Bob Chapek wouldn't assign an assistant to watch this happening? Are you kidding me? If I was a secretary, I'd just have watch the comments come up, watch them disappear. There, and then take, you know, screenshots. I just found out about it today. Doomcock just talked about it today. Okay, so back up, listen closely, and stop assuming. If Doomcock was told not to say anything because Kennedy might find out, then she didn't know. Okay, so stop it. All right. Because it doesn't make any sense to tell a Doomcock, don't say anything publicly because Kennedy can't find out. I mean, go watch the video. It's his latest. I'm like, so we get. I don't understand how an emergency meeting on a Sunday, the 7th was a Sunday, translates into Kennedy staying. I don't understand how you get there. Well, that's fine, hard work, but, you know, I mean, Doomcock's been right more than wrong. Hey, Skyrocket. And yeah, she does, Lico. Yeah, I don't think it is a false trail. I really don't. I really, really don't. I think, you know, and I really feel like the end is nigh for her. I really, really do. You know, we don't know it. Again, we don't know what's going on. We really, really don't. And you can speculate all you want, and that's fine. I do that. I wish I didn't, but I do. But logically, having a secret meeting saying Kennedy can't find out, and then assuming because of what Chapek said that she's staying. Oh, he already is. They're already trying to do that. Let me explain why I think Kennedy's freaking out, because she knows they're gonna sideline the sequels. That everything that she did is gonna be sidelined. You know? I mean, it's obvious to me that now that is a real thing that they're trying to do. And, I can't imagine. We know the board of directors was at this meeting, which means Iger and Chapek, Braverman, McCarthy, etc. We also know, we also can assume maybe other people were there too. Now maybe they ambushed Kennedy and said, come in, we need to talk to you. Or there's a Zoom meeting in 20 minutes or 15 minutes and you gotta be there. I know, Lico, and that's the thing, is we don't know what's going on. So jumping to conclusions and flying around and screaming and ranting, and again, tomorrow's Thursday, and then Friday, and usually changes like that are announced on Thursday or Friday. You fire people on Mondays or Fridays, okay? Hell, maybe she was fired on Monday. Maybe they said the board met and they voted you out. All kinds of possibilities out there. No, I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna go read it. I know that this person said Iger's leaving on in December, but I've heard stuff on that before, and it didn't really seem relevant to me till now. The idea that I'm just so sick of the fans freaking out about everything. I really, really am. And I'm sick of her causing, just by her presence, all this fucking drama. Again, though, there are channels out there that the moment she's gone, won't know what to do with themselves. They'll be confused because they won't have anybody to hate now. Okay? And that's really kind of sad. There's so much to Star Wars that we should be able to celebrate. Okay, all right. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Maze. Okay, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go downstairs and lift. I'm gonna read that first. Maybe I'll come back later. Maybe I'll make another video. I don't know. But go and watch the video that I uploaded this morning. It's not great, but it kind of explains a lot of things. Anyway, I'll see you guys around the galaxy. Behave, be good, and don't let this shit get to you. Okay? Love you all. Peace out. Kojak is fantastic. He's taking a nap. I'm gonna take him out, and then go downstairs and lift weights, and he's gonna bum around with his toys. Later, guys. Love you all.